I don't care to set world records. Play games for fun, dude.
I'm a psycho. I play hundreds and hundreds of hours of these games. We talk about a lot of weird things on this podcast.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yo,
What
going
is up, everybody? Hope everybody's ready for a very special episode today.
it's gonna be so sick.
Dude, you know what's sick? Frimming.
Frimming, bro. Oh my god, I can't get enough. Literally, dude, since before the game came out, man. That's all I want to do is frim.
I want to say that I know everyone's talking about frimming, but you truly were the first to mention frimming in that way. I believe you have created the meme of frim. The frim meme. Meme? I don't know, dude. I stopped drinking Coke, so I'm a little bit foggy. It's a little annoying, to be honest.
You know, I don't like taking credit for things, but yeah, it was me.
It was you. It was you, dude. Anyway, well, who is here, dude? Who is here? Dustin. Hello. Thank you for being the first one in chat. Simg Spoona, some random dude, Wonka, and Crystal Speed Gamer. How you guys doing?
Wait, is it
who else
the
is here?
Wonka?
I think it is the Wonka, dude.
Oh my goodness.
He comes in with a big woo. Advento, what's going on? How are you? Capo, slowly done. What's going on, man? Anyway, yeah, today's a special episode. We have a guest for the podcast. We're starting this off just you and me because our guest is working. So that's the reason why we decided to do a very late podcast. Usually we start 2 hours earlier. Today we're starting at 11 instead of 9. And so when he's ready and home from work and, you know, ready to go, he'll hit me up and we'll have him jump in and we'll have a little three-way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. It's really, you know, what I've been looking forward to.
Yeah, so there you go. Simg, that's your first out of context clip that you can make. So there you
There's
go.
also been a second surprise appearance made today.
Which is
me being sick and all, you know, we've had the return of the Patchy Beard.
Professor Patchy Beard is back, dude.
We got the Patchy Beard is back, guys.
He's
Special
back, dude.
appearance.
You should fluff it. Yeah, I feel like if you fluff it up, it makes it better.
Fluff it out.
Yeah,
Look like
make
a
it
freaking bum,
Yeah, exactly.
like extra straggly and
You
gross.
look like somebody's uncle for sure.
Oh, dude, that's terrible. There you go, just for you guys.
There you go.
Look at that.
Looks great. Absolutely great.
No, we got to fix that. Just scruff it back. Like, all right, it doesn't look any better, but whatever. We're
Yeah,
here.
yeah, for sure. Mockingjay, what's going on? Randy Connor, how you doing? Jexer is back as well. Dory's surprised that we're doing a stream this late. Yeah, so Dory, if you didn't catch it early, we're gonna have a guest tonight. So we're going late because we wanted to work around his schedule a little bit, and I'm excited to have him. Mr. Alex 7 is gonna join us a little bit later. Very good content creator. You know, has just been dominating the TDU content, and I think for his whole channel, right? I mean, he's made a few other things, but man, the guy really loves Test Drive. He's a huge fan of the game, including, you know, Test Drive 2 and the original Test Drive. He's been a fan since then. So anyways, what's up, Captain Caveman? How are you? Gabriel, yo, greetings from Costa Rica. Did I say Gabriel? What in the fuck is wrong with me? Gabriel. Is it Gabriel or Gabriel? I don't even know, dude. It could be Gabriel. And I wouldn't even know. Anyways, Gabriel, how you doing, man? Sorry I haven't been active on streams. I started grad school nearly a month ago. Dude, no worries, Mockingjay. You got to take care of you, dude. You got to take care of you. You don't have to worry about us. Call you Gabe.
Now, is that Gabe or Gab?
Gabe. That's what. We're so good at pronouncing things. If you guys know anything about this channel, we are the best. I specifically am the best at pronouncing car names. So, you know, it is what it is. How are the Frimming brothers? Oh, dude, I have not even began to frim on the level that you have.
Dude, Simji was making me Simji was forcing me to watch him frim earlier, guys.
That's disgusting, bro. That
He
is
was making me
disgusting.
watch him frame, and I was like, "Come on, dude!
All right. Well,
Like, no, you have to see how I'm doing this. I got this new technique." And I'm like, "Bro,
Simji might be the Frim master. I'm not even sure, but he might be. When's the video coming out? I mean, I'm subscribed on OF, but I'm not. I'd love to see.
SMG's frame OF video."
I wonder how long we can keep this going before it's not funny anymore. The Frim joke. I think it's probably going to be a while, to be honest with you, because Frim is just such a weird word, and I don't know why they decided to put that in there like that. It just seems like such a dumb. I don't know.
Elliot,
Hey, let's go, dude.
months.
Thank you so much, Elliot. I appreciate that. Best channel on YouTube. Appreciate that, man. I'm sure there's like a million better channels than this one, dude. But I appreciate that a lot. Watched a video by Deck Games of him buying the 812 Superfast and how it's the most broken car before. Yeah, I mean, I think the I'll be honest with you, man. I think Steven's much more of a TDU expert than me. I've got about 28 hours or so in the game. I have not had a lot of time to grind the game, and so I'm just not as far as a lot of people, and so I don't really, that's why you're not seeing any content on it. I just really haven't like felt like an authority on the game because I just haven't played it enough. So but as far as the 812 Superfast, I think you're probably right. It's a little bit broken. It's probably going to get a nerf coming up.
I think it's actually broken. Like, I don't think it's supposed to do what it's doing.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you throw a turbo on it, it jumps up like 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah, it must be. Someone just put a 0 on the end, and it was supposed to be 100 and ended up 1,000.
Yeah, it's just something's not working right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that car goes faster than the hypercars, and yeah, kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's really, like, obviously it's really, really fast, but I don't think it's that great of a car to like be using. Like, it's like too fast, you know?
Yeah.
Like, trying to do anything with tight corners, it just has too much power. The wheels are just spinning.
Right.
So like, there's a few tracks that obviously it does really well on where it's mostly like a highway.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's really no use for the car.
Mockingjay says
yes.
Mockingjay says I'm waiting for the game to be fixed and optimized before I purchase TDUSC. I have a feeling that that's probably a lot of people at this point. Just because the launch was just so shaky. But I do think there's a good reason to get into it early. The grind is tremendous, and if you wait until the game is good, I feel like you're gonna miss some things, especially in like the PvP aspects. Like, you have to be able to build up your car collection and your what do you call it, like all your you have to build up your money and your cars and all your parts and get high enough levels so you can actually compete, you know. So it might be worth it if your plan, Mockingjay, is to buy the game anyways. Then I would say, you know, go ahead and jump in a little early, even though the game's not really functioning to the highest level.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, we got about 20 to 25 minutes, and we'll get Alex in here. Let's talk about something else that was bugging me this week that I did a video on, and that's cheating. I want to kind of lay off TDU until we get Alex in here.
We'll get the expert in here.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway, I think if you guys didn't catch my videos this week on CarX, there's been some issues with the time attacks in that game. Which, by the way, first of all, man, this is another topic that's kind of connected to TDU. We're gonna wait on that, but let's talk about the time attacks first. There's something else that just popped into my head, but I want to talk about that when Alex is here. Anyways, sorry, I'm all over the place. Like I said, I stopped drinking Coke, so it is what it is. Anyways, CarX, there's time attacks. Did we lose you, Steven? Your camera's messed up. I think we lost him. I'm over here blabbing, and I think we lost him. My Discord's dying. Oh no. Not today. Oh man. Yeah, mine is pretty bad as well. I'm getting like red bar connection, 5K ping, and you're frozen. I gotcha. Oh my goodness. Well, anyways, I'll try to talk while we troubleshoot in the back. Uh, you were, dude. You had the funniest look on your face, man. You were just sitting there smiling at the camera, and some random dude was like, I was wondering why he was just smiling so intensely. It's hilarious. Anyways, we put out a couple of videos today or this week on CarX, and people were wondering like cheating. They were saying there was cheating to take shortcuts. I still don't hear you. My video connection details. Video connected. Oh, what? There we are. We're back. Is he back? Oh my god, double me.
Hello.
You're back.
I tried to just leave and come back. It seems like it's fine now. I don't know what happened. You started talking as soon as you said CarX the first time. You just froze completely. I had no audio, and I looked down, and my Discord ping was at 5,000.
Oh my god.
Like, oh no.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Right.
Well, we're connected now, so that's good.
All right. I was like, let me just try to leave and rejoin and see what happens.
Perfect.
And,
you know, it's you guys should be okay with the occasional technical difficulty, because we don't ever have them on this podcast, so it's fine that, you know, we have one.
Consider yourself lucky to, you know,
to have witnessed it.
To see one of the only technical difficulties that's ever happened.
Yeah, very rare. Very rare. Anyways, CarX, time attacks are very competitive, and you have to take like shortcuts and resets and all this stuff. Like all of that stuff is present in CarX, and I think people really got upset about that. Oh, this is cheating, and this is not, you know, it's weird to me. It's weird to me. So on the last video, it's funny, I addressed it in the last video, and then the comment section was completely the opposite. It was like all these people complaining about cheating that's stupid, and like it was all like for me, which is real weird. I don't get it.
Yeah, it is.
All the people that were complaining, shut up, and all the other people that don't like those people were like, hey, shut up. And then that's what happened. It's, I don't know, man. The internet is weird, bro. That's all I gotta say. It just feels like it's getting weirder and weirder, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's funny to me the amount of people that play arcade games and then get mad when people play them like arcade games.
Right.
Like,
it's weird.
I don't get it. Like, go play like Assetto Corsa or, you know, F1 or something. Like, you want closed track racing in a open world arcade racing game.
Yeah, it's crazy. What gets me though is like the people who think not taking the shortcut is more skillful than taking the shortcut. Like that doesn't make, it's like the worst logic in the world. So you're telling me it's easier to stay on a pavement where you have good handling and grip. It's easier to, or it's what was I saying? It's harder to do that than it is to go off-road where you have no grip and no handling, and through this tiny gap where the trees are, and then, you know, cut back onto the road and the car jumps, and like that's easier than staying on the pavement. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Well, it's faster, so it's easier.
Right. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I can't.
People are wilding.
I can't. The other thing that's bugging me right now, I'll be honest with you guys, I got a couple things I gotta get off my chest too. The other thing that's bugging me lately with games is games are becoming so soft. Like annoyingly soft. For example, Motorfest is adding prestige tickets because people complained about not being able to get a certain summit car. So now they're adding prestige tickets so that you can get the summit rewards, even if you don't qualify in the top 10,000. Now, obviously, there's like, you know, probably some time that you have to wait or whatever. I'm sure there's circumstances. But the point is, you can now earn competitive rewards without being competitive.
Right.
You know what I have to say about that? Fuck that. That sucks. It sucks. Start catering towards competitive. Why is no one doing this? There is not one game. Maybe TDU, but their PvP is completely scuffed right now. But maybe TDU will do that, but I'm not even sure on that. It sounds like they're going to be giving away that shit for free too.
Yeah, I think I watched Alex's video the other day, like when they released the notes on it or something along those lines. And I don't have the times like exact, but he said something along the lines of during like when the season starts, they're gonna have whatever the reward car is like on display.
Okay.
And then the top rank gets the car for free. And then they're the only ones that can have that car for that following season.
Okay. So 3
Like,
months.
you know, so they unlock it and then they have the car for the season. Then when the next season comes out, that car is going to be in the dealership for everybody to buy.
Right. So I mean, it's not. There's nothing exclusive for competitive.
Right. You get it for free and it's exclusive for a season or something along those lines.
I get it that not everybody is competitive and everybody wants the option to own everything in a game. Whether they're actually going to play the game and get that stuff, who the fuck knows? But they want the option. They don't want to be locked out of anything that they perceive to be content. The thing is, all of the games now are just giving trophies to everybody for everything. And it's pissing me off, man. We don't have anything that's like very like competitive anymore. It's not like, you know, the summit, for example, was one of the last things that I've seen that was like really, you had to be there that week and you had to get top 10,000 in order to get that thing. And if you missed it, you had to wait a year and then they would rerun the summit and you could do it then. But either way, you're having to achieve something competitively, you know, be good at the game in order to own this thing. And that's just going away. It's completely going away from games. And if you look at like games like Need for Speed, I mean, that's even the worst scenario. It's like, I love Need for Speed. I do. But everything that they're adding to the game is going completely towards casual players. Like there's nothing competitive about Need for Speed anymore. And not that Need for Speed was like this huge competitive game, but at least the Need for Speed League could exist on Need for Speed Heat. It can't exist. Right. It could exist on Hot Pursuit Remastered. It can't exist on Unbound. I mean, yeah, they're doing stuff, but it's not the same, dude. It's not the same. The features are just not there. You know, we need private lobbies. We need 16-player lobbies. We need 8-player parties. There's certain things that you need to facilitate competition. You know what they should do, and I've told this to Criterion a few times, what they should do is allow players or content creators or somebody to create tournaments in game, like host tournaments. That should be a thing. There should be a tournament system that's in the game. It's built in, you know. And if they don't want to build it into the game, then give access to like certain people, you know, content creators, somebody, you know, guys like me or, you know, Black Panther or somebody, you know, somebody who's in the scene that can host tournaments. Although he probably wouldn't do it because he's not a huge fan of competition. You know, he's more of have fun type of guy as opposed to like, you know, hardcore competition. But it's crazy. But anyway, speaking of them, by the way, I'll be in Guildford next week. So I'm heading out. I'm headed back to EA for round 2 of Player Council. So I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind. God damn it. No,
you're
it's
gonna
fine.
get in the room and be like, everything you guys are doing is great.
Wrong.
Everything. I love
really all of it.
This. I'm really
It's not all bad though. I mean, what they are adding is fun. I mean, it's not like what they're adding is terrible. What they're adding to the game is fun. It is it is better than not having it, right? So that's good. But I just think that with the next game, they have to have something with competitive. Like, dude, people freaked out about not being able to get certain parts of the speed pass, dude. The speed pass, you have to pay for that. And people are like, I can't get those after the speed pass is over. I can't get the premium rewards. No, you didn't play it when it was on. Like, what do you mean? That's how, like, people are just like, oh, timed exclusives and exclusive items, like, oh, that's terrible. Like, no, it's not. That's part of, it's a trophy for those people that were in the game at that time.
The game,
It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't understand it. I want to play this game once every few months and have everything. Like, what?
It's wild, dude.
Yeah, it's
wild.
Insane.
It's like, oh, but I couldn't take advantage of that. Well, it's not the game's fault. It's not the game's fault. And honestly, it might not even be the player's fault, because whatever their situation is, they might be a minor that, you know, their parents are moving and they couldn't play during that month or whatever. There's so many scenarios that life throws at you, and I get that. I just think it's just part of life. If you're not able to play during that time, you're not able to play during that time, and it's just what it is. But the fact that there's no exclusive anything anymore, there's no, there's no nothing for players to to hold, proud of. They're proud of this particular achievement. There's nothing like that.
Yeah,
super annoying.
I think it's just easier to, make your games for the casual players, because then you don't have to deal so much with like balancing everything and, keeping everything in order and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's probably just that's probably what's playing a huge role in these games not catering towards the competitive side.
Right.
Just it's a lighter load on them in the long run. Like, okay, make it everybody, it's just more like fun, because as soon as you're starting into competition, then you get all these complaints like, oh, this
cheating,
is OP, this is broken, these guys are doing
meta,
this happening, and then it just adds a huge load on them where they have to like try to make everybody happy. So it's easier just to be like, here, go play cops and robbers.
Right. I would love if games just gave us the ability to create our own competitions. They don't have to, there doesn't have to be like a ranked system. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be that. It's just the tools. 8-player parties, private lobbies, the ability to create races is great.
Yeah. I agree.
A tournament system that we could create in game would be perfect as well, but that's probably a huge ask. I don't know if that's going to happen. But anyway, I don't know. It's just, man, I think that there's nothing wrong with playing games casually at all. I just think that games are going away from that. They're getting too soft, man. We're getting too soft. We want to give trophies to everybody, and it's just not life. That's just not how it works. I just would love to see. I would love to see game manufacturers, game devs make games that provide a fun experience for casual players, but that cater to their hardcore audience. And the games are not doing that, dude. They're just catering to fly-by-night casual players. Like, that's it. So I don't know. It's just a rant. Absolute rant. And I trust me, I don't have anything against the players. I'm just thinking for game companies to kind of go away from that. It just feels like everything's just getting so soft, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah, it's a very, very valid point to make, dude, because everything is getting soft and easy, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So Pike says, what you're saying is more of the PS3 time period, that freedom to create lobbies for friends to join and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's not just that. It literally just give us the tools. Give us the tools to create competitions, and we'll be fine. And we'll be all right. Participation awards given to casual players. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Let me scroll back up, because I didn't read chat at all during that. I freaking blacked out during my rant.
Well, the funniest part is they don't even want to participate and still get the award.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If it was just a participation award, at least they'd have to play the game, but there's so many people that don't even play the game, and then when they do decide to finally get on, they're upset that they don't have everything that everybody else has that's put in hours and hours into the game.
Right. Yeah, some random dude does make fair points. Like, I feel like I have to clarify this again, because we talked about it a little bit in terms of the prestige tickets. I talked about it a little bit in the video. I'm not like upset about prestige tickets that much. I'm not really upset about it. I'm more upset about what it signals. And it signals the end of exclusivity in Motorfest. That's what it signals. There's nothing exclusive anymore. Nothing. And it doesn't matter what the time period is. You know, wait a year, wait 2 years, wait 6 months, 3 months, whatever it is between the Summit car and then them putting it in the Prestige shop. There's going to be amount of time that's in between that, obviously, because they still want to reward the Summit players, right? But it doesn't matter. The fact is that the reward is not exclusive anymore. That's the thing. And it signals the end of exclusivity. Like, they are taking everyone complaining about FOMO in their game, they're taking that to heart, and they're making this change. But what I am worried about, though, to be honest with you, is maybe not at first. Maybe at first you can only, you can only earn prestige tickets. But what happens when you earn all of your prestige tickets? They're just gonna open it up to CC. They'll be like, oh, you want to buy more prestige tickets? You can do that. Just buy, buy this amount of them, or they cost this much CC or whatever. Or they just have to do what they do at the regular store, which is to put a CC right next to the car or right next to the award, and then people can just pay for it with real money. It's just another option to monetize the game. And I don't really need all of that, I don't think, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just tired of the softness. Can we please get back to where not everybody gets a trophy? I don't know if we'll ever get back there.
No, I don't know if it's gonna go back there. But it'd be cool. It'd be cool to have at least
just one game.
At least some aspects of that.
Yeah.
Where it's like you have to earn something. It's not just given out. That'd be pretty sick. It makes the gaming like more fun. Like when you have that item, and it's like, look what I got. Like it's like, how do you get that? It's like you can't get it anymore.
Right. Exactly.
Like there's things like that in other games that we play, like Destiny too. Like we play Destiny. There's a bunch of things in Destiny where it's like you had to work really hard and grind to get these specific items.
Yeah.
And then like there was a shader when we got back into it that I wanted. It was like the ultra black shader or something. Can't get that anymore.
Right.
It was not able to get.
Yep.
But there were so many people rocking it, and I was like, dude, that shader's dope.
So
like I really
sick.
want that shader.
Yep.
So I looked up how to get the shader, and it's like, you go and do this, and this, and I go and I'm doing this, and this. But because that was from an earlier season, the rest of the part where you get it, you can't get it anymore.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, damn it.
Yeah. So random dude, I'm not saying. Let's be clear here. I'm not blaming players at all. I'm not blaming players for missing something. No, you're not partially at fault for not getting it, right? You said you were moving during that time where the Shmi Zenvo was up for grabs. It's not your fault. It's just life, bro. It's just life. But I would prefer a game that has exclusive items over a game that doesn't. That's what I'm saying. The circumstances around that, I don't know, but I would prefer it to have exclusive items. I think that gives those items much more value. And I think it gives players a sense of pride when they can show those off.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else am I missing here?
Super black shader. Yeah, dude, that's what it was called.
It was. I think it was called Super Black.
Yeah.
I'm not dreading for the Zenvo, but I can definitely feel some players getting robbed over personal events. Yeah, but that's not... You get upset with the game, but it's not the game's fault. If anybody's fault, if you want to put blame on it, it's just life. It's not your fault specifically, but it's also definitely not the game's fault. I just want the game to offer exclusive rewards for being good at the game or being competitive or, partaking in a specific event. This event takes place on this day. If you're there, you get it. If you're not, you don't.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. I just think that's life. It's life in general. We're trying to make it to where like everybody gets everything, and that's not how it works. Life really doesn't care. Stuff happens.
If the reward was earned originally through competition, then it should be earned later by competition or by competitive events.
That's a fair point.
Doing a playlist. I
Fair
agree with
point.
that. That was something that we talked about, I think, last time we were talking about this, where they could have done something like a secondary, like a rerun summit or something.
Yes.
So like you have your new weekly summit, and then also a summit where the platinum would be like an old reward.
Yeah, but
and
it
that
doesn't.
way people still have to compete in that.
Yes, I would love that if they just ran summits side by side.
Yeah,
it'd be great. It'd be great. PT Racer says prestige tickets should be earned in the summit. I agree. That'd be great. Listen, if you, dude, imagine that prestige tickets are earned in the summit.
Yeah.
You have to get platinum to get a prestige ticket. One ticket equals one reward. That's it. Straight up. You get platinum, you get all the rewards. You get all the rewards for that week, but then you get a prestige ticket and you can spend that in the prestige store for anything that you missed. Boom.
I think that is probably the best idea.
Boom.
That's the best idea.
It was all my idea, and PT Racer didn't say shit. It was all me.
Yeah. Yeah, that was all you. You came up with that by yourself, and I agree. I actually really like that idea, though. I think that's really good. Like, you want your platinum reward, get platinum again. Get platinum, and then you'll get your rewards for that, plus the tickets you can get your reward that you missed out on.
Exactly.
I think that's a way better idea, because then it still makes it so you have to get the platinum.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
but you can choose.
I like that a lot better.
And maybe it's just, and if there was just like one ticket equals one item or whatever, maybe you don't offer a prestige ticket every single summit. Maybe it's like on the month or on the week where you get a car, on that one you get a car plus a prestige ticket. So then you got the new one, and then you get to spend your prestige ticket for, you know, an old thing, and then you know, that's fine. Dude, that's way more. That's way better than just simply playing playlists and earning prestige tickets for literally nothing, dude. Like, for nothing. Catboy says, do you still play Need for Speed Heat? No, I haven't played Heat in a long time. By the way, when's Alex showing up? He should be here any moment, actually.
Yeah, it'll be soon.
At 11:15, he said 25 minutes. So
Yeah,
we're about right there.
He's got a real job, you know.
He actually does something productive with his life.
Yeah, he's got a real job. I'm pretty sure he just does the content stuff for fun on the side.
Yep.
So yeah, it's pretty dope. We were able to catch him you know, after work today.
Yep.
So that's awesome.
Elliot, take it easy, man. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Anyways, yeah, I think
who is he? Alex7. He is a content creator who mostly does test drive content. Like, his whole channel's pretty much solely test drive. Test drive 1, 2, Solar Crown came out. He's been all over it.
Yep.
And yeah.
And honestly, he's just a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I was just gonna say, we had him on a while ago before Solar Crown came out, and that was the first time I've ever, you know, met him or really heard about him and his channel, because I'm not very familiar with Test Drive. And yeah, he's a really nice guy, really genuine, nice dude.
Yeah, definitely. Rico, I can agree with that. I think the Chase Squad cars look pretty cool. Definitely. Shout out to Spoona for getting out of the reward glitch in Motorfest. Thanks again. What's that about, Captain Caveman? What reward glitch? May I ask if you have played any Burnout games? I haven't. I haven't played any of the Burnout games, Dory.
Me neither.
You watched his TDUSC modding guide? Nice.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. The thing I like about Alex is that he's super optimistic. He's very positive. He's a very positive guy, and I enjoy that. I think that actually bodes well for people in life. If you're a little more optimistic than pessimistic, things seem to work out a little bit better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Speak of the guy.
Hello. Sorry, 1 sec.
You're all good.
No worries, man.
Also, if you were unaware, we are live already.
Okay.
Hold on while I figure this out while you're doing that.
Oh.
There we go. Uh-oh.
Oh,
faulty
okay.
cable.
Let me. Yeah. I'm gonna go and restart my PC, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, no problem, man.
We'll do one of these until he's done. Maybe. We'll get it together here in just a second, guys.
It's all coming together.
Let's see. Does this? All right, let's go here first. Oh god, his camera.
He said
Anyways,
he's gonna restart his PC, so I don't know why it's still in here.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, why hasn't it
All
made him
good?
leave? Oh well.
Glitches galore. Yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on. I think Discord had a problem.
Yeah, Discord's been tough lately.
Like, it's not our fault, guys. All right,
No, it's not our fault.
it's not on us.
We don't
We've never done this.
have technical difficulties. That's the thing. We never do. Show
Steven
us your
thinks
deck
every
picks.
racing game he plays is Burnout because I be seeing him murder 31 people in one stream alone.
Yep.
But that's not false. But
Oh, here's a good one. Good question for the meantime while we're waiting on Alex. Catboy says he's got Need for Speed Heat and he kind of wants to get a newer racing game. And what game should he get?
ooh,
So if the question is, if you only have the funds for one game right now, that's the question. My pick is Motorfest.
Motorfest is a safe bet. It's a good game. There's a lot of content to get you through for now. And they're about to have a big update. So yeah, Motorfest is pretty good.
Yeah,
If you don't want to spend a lot of money, CarX is only $20.
there you go.
A lot of game out for that.
Yep.
Or Test Drive.
Test Drive is
just
grindy.
dropped. Test Drive is a lot of hours you can put into this game.
Yeah.
You can put a lot of hours in a Test Drive. It's not in the greatest spot right now though.
Yeah,
Server
definitely.
wise and stuff. They tried to fix it. They had a huge maintenance last night. We'll probably talk about it in just a few moments with Alex.
Yep,
But
definitely.
it's still a little spotty.
Yeah,
So I don't know. That's a hard question. It depends on what you want out of the game, I guess, right?
definitely.
Like, what are you playing for? Because all three of those are kind of unique in their own way.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Alex is back.
Crew
Something's
2's
wrong.
bang for your buck. Yeah. Crew 2's $1 right now, dude. I'd say jump on that for sure.
Yeah, Crew 2 is the best bang for your buck for sure right now. Yeah, Dory says that's a very difficult question, to be honest. Very much depends on your personal preference.
Okay, so my camera works on OBS. It's just Discord.
Hmm.
Let me try this again. Yeah, it's just Discord.
Discord's just not having it. Yeah, it lagged me out like crazy earlier. Discord had me on like 5,000 ping.
Strange.
Give me a second. I can I'll just use my Elgato. I think I said 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll get there. Spooner says rave. Let's go.
Yeah, there's no crossplay or cross progression on TC2.
Right. But the cars you earn in TC2, you're there.
He's here.
There we go.
Let me change this.
Okay, got it working.
All right, welcome.
Hey everyone, nice to see you all.
Welcome to
Much
the...
appreciated for inviting me, by the way.
Oh yeah, of course, man.
Yeah, of course, dude.
Literally anytime, dude. Let me get your volume right here. How was work, dude?
Problem. It was good. It was good, man. I love what I do, so I can't complain about
awesome.
going into work, right? To be honest.
Really? That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Thanks.
That's awesome. Yeah, I decided to quit my job and move out to the middle of nowhere and try to do this content thing full time about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm making like way less money, but I don't hate going to work.
That's the best thing I have to say, man. If you enjoy wherever you find passion in what you're doing, regardless of the money you get paid, I feel like is something you should do. It's a nice life advice, I guess, for chat as well.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Anyways, well, welcome to the podcast. We've been really just kind of going all over the place. As you
been a
know,
mess.
this is off topic. So we're just, I'm trying to adjust the volume here real quick. We are just all over the place. We have not talked about food yet, though. So that's pretty good.
That's true. That'll probably happen soon.
It's at some point. We talk about food at some point. So,
Somebody in the chat will start it up.
anyways, I wanted to have you on because we're so close to the TDU launch, or the launch that just happened, and I don't know. I feel for all the content creators out there when something kind of just doesn't go as expected, or maybe sometimes it goes better than expected, or I just kind of I have a weird outlook on events like this, because this is like my life, right? My work. So I think about it from different perspective, and so I was interested to see, I don't know, what are your thoughts on everything that's going on, the state of TDU right now?
The state of TDU.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, man?
Honestly, well, I guess to kind of start off, man, it's a disappointing thing, and I try to think of how I'm gonna formulate my words here. It's a hard thing to like grasp, because, and like being as honest as I possibly can with the bounds of my NDA, you have. You meet the devs, you understand where they're coming from, but then you also have to understand the community as well.
Yep.
So obviously, regardless of opinions, it's not a launch that neither Kiloton or Nikon wanted.
Sure.
Even if you put common sense to it, I mean, even if some worse for worse, the publishers are for profit.
Of course.
You kind of don't want the game to do poorly because it's not profit, right?
No.
So. It's unfortunate how it happened, man, and it's what they had is an ambitious project, and I know they're not going to give up on it, but it's just unfortunate circumstances with I guess we can now call it a TDU curse.
Oh,
with
man.
TDU being also pretty had a rough launch.
A rough launch, yeah.
With way less updates, or at least less updates planned. So I do hope to see. Kiloton continue to improve it and show us with actions more than words that they're here to stay.
That's good. Yeah. No, I'll be honest with you, I was very skeptical about the game going into it, just because my experience with the demo was pretty bad.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah.
And I just didn't see anything that led me to believe that the game was going to be smooth at launch. I just was really worried about how it was gonna go. And so we talked about it a lot on the podcast, just like how worried we were about it. And we wanted to be wrong. We're like, we want to be wrong. Yeah. We want it to go good, because if it's a good game, then we can play it and have fun and all that, because that's the whole point anyway.
Exactly.
And so when we got into the game, and the launch obviously was not great, and the connection and all that, but when I got into the game and I started playing the game, I was shocked. I was pleasantly surprised. I like the game way more than I ever thought I would, even with all of the issues. Like it's pretty incredible, because I could see where they're going. Like I could see what the goals were, and I think that's admirable. And I don't know, there was something, that part of me that was just like kind of shocked. Like I kind of sat back like, this is actually a good game. It's just it's got some issues, and I think if they can figure it out, the game's gonna do pretty well over time. But it might not happen right away.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's a long run thing, man. And like I said, it's a unfortunate launch that I had to go through. But from what I've been hearing from people, like the underlying game is fun. It's just things that like the servers and bugs that prevent it from being more fun than what it would be, you know? So
exactly.
Plus, it was unfortunate I couldn't race with you guys.
I know. I wanted to get in there.
Mine's been like completely busted. Like I can't do any like instant challenges or any races with friends at all right now. But I don't know. I've been playing a ton. Like if I just checked right now, I have like 87 hours played. Like,
oh my god!
I've been having a ton of fun on it. But like, I don't know. Some of the issues and stuff like we've been saying. it would make it a lot more enjoyable. But I've been having fun as like a solo experience though.
Yeah,
which is ironic, right?
it's
Yeah.
super ironic.
Yeah.
Super ironic, because I think wasn't that one of the criticisms before launch, was that players were worried that it was going to be too multiplayer
Yeah.
and no solo experience.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Well, it is what it is.
We'll see. Hopefully, a major patch that comes and the
Yeah,
future. I still think I said this before, man. A free trial would go a very long way, because it'll also, bring the servers up, and we should see more full lobbies and such. So
Yep.
Hmm.
fingers crossed. But as
You
you
never
know,
know.
man, you don't want to see your favorite game fail. So
Yeah.
you're always gonna hope in the
Exactly.
best in it.
Yeah.
You don't want it. So
What were
that's just
the
my take.
Yeah. What were you saying to yourself though, as that day when you turned off the stream, you got off, you're like, were you just like disappointed, or was it just like, well, they'll probably end up fixing it, or you strike me as such an optimistic guy. I'm just curious.
You're talking about the very first
Yeah,
day,
the
right?
first stream, the very
So,
first, when it was.
to be honest with you, bro, it's not so much it's the amount of bombarding from listen, I'm all for criticism,
Sure.
but when it becomes attacking and like, bro, even to this day, like the video I just uploaded covering the season 1 delay,
Sure.
bro, like I've seen the shield takes way too many times, bro, and I'm so tired. Like,
People are
like,
crazy.
bro, like, no, I even see on stream right now, even like, what was it, the Animized trip, I actually didn't invoice Nakan for the hotel, and I'm not going to, because it's just like, I appreciate those things, and like, don't get me wrong, like things such as a flight were paid for, but like the hotel, I said no, it's okay, I'm not gonna invoice. There's many things I don't invoice because I'm just like, I don't really care, bro. I'm just here to see this as success of TDU. That's it. And
Yeah.
the amount of feedback I've given since TDU Connect, and even then, bro, like that was the only thing that kind of bothered me that day, bro. It's just the amount of, I guess, naive comments of people that don't know me. The people who do know me and watch my content, they know even through the dev interviews and diaries, I really tried to push for like what everyone wants to see in this game, like TD features that are missing and such,
Right.
But the Gamescom, when I was talking to KT and Akan, I was saying, no matter what happens, these servers was probably, because that's the one thing I can preach about, the improvements on physics and such, but servers, no one's gonna know until it happens.
Right.
But said, listen, it's gonna get difficult, especially if they aren't near flawless, but just don't give up on it. And I know you'll be able to turn around, because like I said, I've discussed with them feedback, they've listened a lot, they know where they're going for the future. So it's just that it's just getting to that point that's a long road ahead. But I was okay, man. It was just disappointment in not in the capability, because you gotta understand at the same time, I'm in this biasness in between, where I understand the community's views, but also understand the challenges of game development.
Yes.
And also just marketing in general. So like I see where they're coming from, but it was just more so disappointment in the reactions per se, and just obviously, you don't want to see the servers for your game not do well. So just those two things, to be honest.
I was trying to think back when we were I was streaming at launch as well, and of course we just sat on a loading screen for whatever it was, an hour, 2 hours, and or the title screen, I should say. And while we were doing that, we're cracking jokes and we're having fun. And what's funny is that we sat there for 2 hours, and I had the most viewers on my stream in like I don't know, years, in those 2 hours, just chilling and just having a good time. And during that time period, I was thinking, like, there is so much publicity around this game, so much hype, and a lot of negativity, and a lot of I don't know, it was just all over the place. But people were talking about the game, and it was obvious, because somebody like me, who hasn't made hardly any TDU coverage, was getting a lot more viewers than I would get on a normal Motorfest stream or something like that. So anyway, I just thought it was interesting. Very interesting that the community is so one way or the other. They were either invested in the game surviving and being good, or they were invested in the game's failure and not being good at all. Like it was one or the other, and people felt the need to voice their opinions. And I feel bad because you and I are kind of in similar boats when it comes to that. We get the comments, you know, people sort of, they'll take it out on you personally or like your channel which is just absolutely ridiculous because, you know, you're not, you are a fan of the game. It's obvious. You're a huge fan of TDU. You've been making content forever on the TDU, franchise, and you're just an naturally optimistic guy. Like it comes across to me, it's clear as day. We had that one podcast not too long ago. To me, you're just very optimistic. No matter what's going on, you present yourself as optimistic, and so that's I think where the shill comments come from, is they just see you being positive about a very negative situation, and that's kind of tough, man. I just think people are crazy, man. You don't. It's
we literally both. We just had a crazy rant about people on the about comments and stuff. Towards the beginning of the stream here.
But anyways, we do have Simji is in chat. He does have a question for you. Since we're in the preseason of ranked, he wants to know if your current progression, the preseason progression, will affect your season 1 like placement. Do you happen to know?
I don't think it will. I don't think it will, honestly, because I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a reset for season 1. For seasons after that, I'm not sure how it's going to work though. For placements, but for season 0, I don't think it's going to count. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a hard reset.
Okay, gotcha. He's been curious about that for the last couple of days, and I'm like, I don't know.
I think
he says go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think what's driving his curiosity is the fact that right now PvP is just kind of not working really. It's hard to get people. You can't really get a competitive race going. You have to like invite people to a group and then try to get them into it. It's like very cheesy to try to get points. And so the people there's only like 2 people that are trying on the leaderboards right now, and it's like they're having to cheese to try to get it.
Pretty hard.
Yeah, they're doing the lead and thing, right?
Yeah,
I heard about that.
What do they do?
I believe
they join the race and leave.
No, they will invite someone who's in the server who's level 20 into their group, and then the second they jump into the group, they start a competitive race.
They start it instantly as soon as they join, and then the person will end up leaving or something once they realize it's a competitive race.
The other person's like, I'm not doing a competitive race, and they just leave, and then they end up getting positive points for winning the race. So there's not. It's just cheese. It's just cheese. It's just cheese.
Very cheese.
But the reason Simji's so curious about this is because he wants to not start behind on season 1. He's worried that if he doesn't do this cheese now, he's going to be behind. So. Oh
no, you'll be fine. Honestly,
I think.
Simji.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
So. Anyways.
I assume once the patch comes as well, they might change how the rank system works, like the point system works, maybe.
Okay.
Or better optimization. So we'll have to see when it actually releases. How it will work.
Yeah. We've gotten into a few competitive races, me and Steven and Simji, and we well, actually I haven't gotten into any with you, Steven, huh? It's just me and Simji.
I think we got into one. I think I had one work.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did.
I think I had one work.
Anyway, what I noticed was when you finish the race, I lost to Simji, which is a huge surprise. I'm much better at racing than he is.
This is true.
I lost to Simji, and what I noticed was that I didn't go down at all. I didn't lose any SP. Is that skill points? I didn't lose any skill points. And but I got second in the race. There's no AI, so technically I lost, but I didn't go down. Am I supposed to go down? It was not my placements. It was the one after that. It was the race after that. So.
Also, it was when you're already ranked, right?
Yes.
So how from what I remember, so on the left side of your screen, it'll tell you where you need to place to either gain points or not lose points, basically.
Okay.
So depending on like, obviously, to be fair, if you're in like a lobby full of platinums, right, and you're a bronze,
Right.
the game's not gonna expect you to finish
I
first.
see. So
it's
it
gonna
does
give
have
you...
yeah. Okay. So it has a layer of that, and I know Simji was like a full rank above me. I think he was like gold, and no silver, and I was bronze or something. I don't
Yeah.
remember, but he was a full rank ahead of me. So he ended up winning, and it didn't punish me for it. So
See, for Simji, if he would have came second, he may have lost points. If he definitely came third, I'm sure it certainly would have lost points.
sure.
But I think for him, it'll either tell him he needs to finish first or top two to
Gotcha.
either gain points or stay still.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I was watching your stream the other day. I was trying to get in. It was super late, by the way. I know you're on the East Coast?
Yeah, so it's 1 a.m. for me right now.
Yeah.
The last couple of days, bro, my stream schedule has been very weird. I'll be streaming at like 3 a.m. sometimes, then
Yeah.
12 p.m. and yeah, just whenever I have time. I'm at the point where whenever I have time, I try to stream and play the game.
Nice.
Yeah, I was trying to get in and play with you guys, but it just wasn't happening. And then it was like 2 a.m. I had to go to sleep because I had to be up a little earlier. But anyways, one thing I noticed about you driving on the wheel is you have incredible control with like drifting around and just like, dude, I was like, holy hell,
Nice
like,
with
Thank you.
yeah,
He's
like I
nice
was like,
with it.
dang, dude, I would be crashing left and right. Is it something that you feel like you're better with a wheel than you are a controller?
Yeah, there's two games that I'm better on wheel and controller. That's Motorfest and TDUSC.
Okay.
More so TDUSC, but in fairness, like I've been feedbacking this game since like I said, TD Connect. So I felt many different physics variations. Like right now, I think I've clocked on the actual release. I'm not sure how many hours I've clocked, but I have 341 hours on the game.
Wow.
Okay.
Obviously, that wouldn't really be possible.
Right.
2 weeks in.
Right.
After TD Connect, I'm happy my driving skills in this game have proven worthy.
That's good.
But yeah, it's just pure like practice doing a lot of the drifting and all that. So I love it. It's one of my that's what I'm saying. It's stuff like plus the animations, the steering animation is one of the things I tried pushing for so hard, and now obviously we're gonna get it post launch.
Yeah.
But that's the one thing, because right now to me, Motorfest has the best interior cockpit feel. The animations are a bit bugged, to be fair. You'll see your hand clip in between every now and then, but it's not 100 degree. You can't really ask for more. But once Kyoton give me that and a proper camera editor for like interior cam, so you can add like look to Apex and all that, I think this game will be my favorite interior cam. But
nice.
It's potential. That's the unfortunate thing about this game. It's a lot of potential.
Yeah.
So you have to see actions come into play. So.
For sure.
We talk about that with every game release, or like every game. I feel like we're like, this game has so much potential to be so good.
Yeah.
I feel like we talk about that a lot.
Yeah, definitely. This one is weird though. It strikes me as different. It strikes me as having the most potential. Like we talked about Motorfest potential and on Unbound and when those things, and it's just this one, it feels like there's a lot of game there. And it just isn't unlocked yet. Like they just have to fix things. The matchmaking is not working.
Yeah.
They need to fix a couple of like core things, and then to me it's gonna be a great game if they stick with it. Honestly, I mean it really is.
For sure.
So I hope the community doesn't just like completely abandon the idea of playing TDU, and they just I don't know. It's gonna take something down the road where they fix everything and it starts to play better, and everybody's that is playing it is having fun, and then it's gonna take some content creators like us to make some videos about it, and then I think things will start to turn around for them. I just think it's gonna take a lot of hard work on their end. But that being said, like I said, I'm surprised, man. I'm surprised by the game. I really am.
Honestly, to be honest, I kind of am as well, because obviously looking back from TD Connect and even I gotta give Killzone credit, man. They're a small budget, small dev team. The map sounds where they needed to try and match or exceed AAA racers. They've done it,
Yeah.
but they've fallen short in some areas, which doesn't really help them out. But I've always said I think there are two times I think this game can have a massive jump in players, or I guess I can say probably three here now. Actually, I'd probably say two. That would be Ibiza, considering if they have all of their updates and servers in check, and then whatever happens in year two. Because like I said, when I was at France that time back, I spoke to and massive shout out to Guillaume for being completely honest. We went over. Like I said in that dev diary, I had a document full of everyone's list. So we went over Reddit comments, we went over everything, and went over what we could see for the future of TDU, from houses to missions and all that.
Yep.
So I think when I say it has the most potential, and I think you guys when you say it as well, it's because with the TDU game, I guess there's a lot more can do to it in terms of like you look at Forza Horizon and you look at Motorfest and you see you have cars, a couple more missions, but I think it's the lifestyle elements that is known for TDU that just gives that much more ability to have more post launch. So like I said, it's something that I'm sure that I've told them many times. It's going to be a rough road if the servers aren't perfect, but just don't give up on it. And it'll pay off. I even said to the con, I'm like, at some point, like, if you ask my words to them, where even if you lose money for the whole first year, just don't give up.
Please don't give up.
Come back at some point, and you'll thank me. So it's at the point. I think they have a good base there. The team has passion. They made some mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes in life, so I can't really blame them. But I think they're on the right track now. It's just now actions more than words.
Yeah, I know. I think we can only speculate at this point, and I don't expect an answer out of you because probably NDA. But my speculation is that they had to launch this game. It was in development for quite a long time. I'm sure at some point the people who are paying for the development are like, please, like, let's get this going, And I think that delaying it again was probably not an option business-wise for them. And so they kind of just had to pick a day and go. And, obviously that kind of bit them a little bit because of the server status. But it's nothing that they can't recover from. If they stick with it, there's nothing they can't recover from, because you look at games like, Cyberpunk, which had a horrendous launch. And what PlayStation Store was refunding people, right? So, that's not happening right now with TDU. So I think it's just, they can recover. They can recover for sure.
Yeah.
But
I agree, man.
Yeah.
And again, I'm biased.
yeah, of course. The shill, right? You're just the shill for the company.
This guy.
Guy's a freaking shill. Anyways, people are gonna start saying that about me, I think, when because I'm headed to Guildford next week. I leave on Sunday to go visit EA and Criterion. Thank you, appreciate it. And we're gonna get to preview some stuff and give some feedback and stuff. And I think it's gonna be a great time. But I feel like the more of those events you go to, and then you start talking about games in a positive way, it's all part of the experience of going. Like you go, you get to meet people at the dev studio, you get to see stuff behind the scenes, early access, whatever, and you give feedback, and then it kind of ramps you up for the game. Like, I don't know, Steve, you remember when I was on my way home from the last one with Criterion, and I was texting you. I feel like I texted like a mile a minute, like just sitting there waiting for my plane. Like he was getting like a million paragraphs of like, dude, this, and I'm excited. And I was just so excited about everything that was going on, and so I feel like it's just all part of it. You just get hyped up about something when you like that franchise.
When you get the shill comments too, though.
Yeah, every once in a while. It's not super often, but
no, it's like anytime you mention like buying anything in a game, though, everybody's like, they're paying you to say this. It's like, no, dude. Yeah, like, I'm just saying, if you're having fun with the game, you should Buy the
gotta love
buy
the
the speed
internet.
tester or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it's honestly the internet honestly has been kind of bugging me more and more lately. I'll be straight with you. It's just weird, man. It's just all over the place, dude. Every like the comments on one video will be one way, and then you make another video that's very similar, same thing. You're basically making the same point, and then the comments are completely flipped the other way.
Mhm.
Bro, it's so like it's funny you say that because even in the videos where I've criticized quite fairly, people are still saying the same shit. I'm like, bro, what do you want me to? And it actually, funny enough, a comment that I responded to my recent video, they were like, Alex, you're not brutally honest. And I'm like, wait, being honest isn't enough?
That's not enough, dude.
No, you gotta be brutal.
I'm like, damn, bro, I can't win. Like, shit.
No, dude, you can't.
It's not enough, bro. It's not enough. That's
We
hilarious.
need you to hate this game, please.
Yeah. Can you please just be, you know? That's a great comment.
Like the things are like I grew up. Well, I can say we because you guys are probably around the same age as me. But you know, like social media, like even console wars. I use it as a perfect example, bro. You go back to like Black Ops 1 days, Modern Warfare 2. Console wars back then were a joke. You know, people used to say, a PS3 better, Xbox
Right.
better. And it was a joke. No one really took it seriously.
No.
Now you have dedicated
Serious, bro.
Dude.
pushing agendas like crazy.
You
bro.
got friend groups that are
About
being torn
anything.
apart.
Yeah. And if
Yeah.
you play PC, you're a cheater. There's no
that's
going
it.
around it. If you're on PC, you cheat.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's guaranteed.
100%. Like
It's
it's crossplay. If we went back like 10 years, maybe even longer, and we said, imagine a day where like it doesn't matter what platform you're on, you can still play with your friends, we'd be like, man, that's awesome. Like, that's super cool. Like my friend's on a computer and I'm on an Xbox and my other buddy's on a PlayStation. We can all play together. That's so cool. Nowadays, people are like crying for like, they don't want PC involved. They're like, no, I don't want crossplay. Those guys are all cheaters and we're not. It's like, Jesus, man, can we just have fun, man? What happened to having fun in video games, dude?
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Video games they used to be fun. I don't know what happened now. Everyone just use it as a platform to just comment whatever they want on,
Complain.
That's
complain.
the thing, man. They say things they don't even believe in.
Yeah.
And that's possibly also another thing that I feel like social media has a lot more recently. People start saying things they don't believe in just for clout. Just for the retweet, just for the likes, just for the bro, you're right. It's crazy. It's
They
crazy.
want someone to confirm their bullshit. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And that's fine. I do it to myself every day. Just like watch my own content and give myself likes and log into my alt accounts and just type in everything that's positive.
You got like 30 tabs open playing the video.
Getting all those extra views, And then later when I sit on the toilet, I go back and read my own comments. Makes me feel good.
Read your own. These assholes are posting terrible comments.
Yeah. Got to straighten it up. Got to get the ratios right. Anyways, the content has been popping off though, man. I've been looking at your videos.
Thank you, bro.
I mean, hate them or love them, people are watching, and that's usually pretty positive for the YouTube space. Have you noticed any? I haven't taken note of your subscribers, but have you noticed any like significant growth, or is it like how's it going over the last like 5-6 months, kind of leading up to this?
I can check right now, to be honest. To be fair, I try not to. I'm at 32,000 right now. I'll just go look at the last 90 days.
I feel like
about 3K subscribers. I'm up.
Okay,
Nice.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
600,000 views.
Yeah,
in the last 90 days.
That's not bad.
So, it's doing well. It's just consistency as well, which I dip in and out of consistency sometimes, but it's doing well, man. Like I said, I try to kind of not focus on it, especially during this time when is some decent amount of negativity surrounding it.
Sure.
Just because it kind of makes your mentality a bit harder. And I say to people, you know, like I do YouTube for fun. You know, if you do it for solely for money, it's not gonna be a fun time.
No.
But if you do it for the love of it, and you know, the love of it, for me, like I always love creating content. I always love making videos, but how much I love it, like I'll never not love it.
Sure.
But how much I love it will change based on, you know, like if I go on every day and I just see comments where I'm like, okay, bro, like, like what is
Yeah.
it? You know, I'm gonna start loving a little bit less.
Mhm.
Sometimes that affects my consistency. But you know, I have a really good community, even on Discord. You know, everyone's pretty constructive, even on the streams now, at least. They don't really have any randos popping out saying random stuff. So
Yeah.
you know, I still enjoy it. It's just taking it one step at a time, to be honest. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I relate with that a lot, especially since I do this full time. And to be honest with you, we make we don't make enough money to do it full time. Me and Steven, but I do it because I love doing it, and I really just wanted a way out of. I wanted a way out of the daily grind of, you know, going to work, and I gave up a pretty decent job for it, and it turns out that, you know, doing it full time is not the easiest thing, because you start to, I don't want to put this, you start to like tie what the success or failures of the channel start to be tied to your personality a little bit, and you start to like think about it in terms of like it represents you in some way, and it's really hard to get out of that mentality. You know, you put up a video and it's like the 10 of 10 whatever of your last 10 videos, it's the worst video, and it bombs, and that day is always like kind of a little bit harder than days where you get a 1 out of 10 and you're like, oh, nice. You know. So I definitely relate with that. It is tough. It's tough to kind of stay away from that mindset, you know. But
I see. I just want to. By the way, I wish you the best in your future.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Because you guys deserve it, man. You know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the thing. I'm in the benefit of where I'm doing 2 things at once. I have the job and YouTube.
Yeah.
If I solely did YouTube, that's when, you know, you do kind of have to focus more on your views, you know, because if you're doing it full time, you have to be able to live, you know, buy food, rent, you know, phone bills, etc. So it gets tough. But I'm happy that you guys have, you know, done it for 2 years, and I wish you the continued success, man. I think you guys are doing well.
I appreciate it.
And to relate to the thing about your personality, I didn't say that because for me, you know, sometimes I'm like, because I always really have a positive take about no matter like everything in life, anything. So that's just kind of just a personality that sticks to me, and not that many people enjoy that. So it's similar. You'll find, you know, sometimes videos where you're critiquing do better than videos where you're generally having fun just playing the game. And it's sad to see that, because you don't want to have to keep for me, I don't want to have to keep making and repeating myself about critiquing. Like, I've already done it many times, you know. And like one of my favorite videos I did recently, it was me just showcasing all of the beautiful sunset spots around Hong Kong Island. And some of the comments were like, oh, running out of ideas, you know, it's like you're not critiquing this video. I'm like, damn, bro, like, you know, drive around finding sunsets is such a TDU thing that, you know, it's disappointing when you hear stuff like that, you know? So it is what it is, man. As I said, you gotta kind of tone it out. And people always say, oh, you know, you should be able to easily negate negative comments and all that, but it's unless you're in a position, man, and I don't think you can unless you're in a position, I feel like it's hard to really and truly understand it.
It's definitely tough. And you start thinking, dude, like, who even are you, man? Like, what made you even want to type that to somebody? Like, what's wrong with you? You know? I feel like half the comments aren't even real people, dude.
It feels like they're just
no
AI.
way. Like, there's no way
Just
this is a real
bots,
person saying something like this.
It's just bots. I also don't think everyone knows the amount of work it takes to make even just the simplest of videos, you know, with when it comes to everything, just from a thumbnail to the title of the video, to like the editing part of it, or the, you know, being in front of a camera, or, you know, just everything, gathering clips, playing the game. Like there's so many different aspects to just putting a video together that I don't think most people really think about that. And so they focus on the one thing in the video that you said that was wrong, or that you didn't, you know, they don't agree with, and then that's the thing that they hammer you about, and you're a shitty creator because of that and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's weird. It's to me, I wish people would have you know, a lot more, not sympathy is not the word I'm looking for, but just understanding, you know, just everybody's just trying to do the best that they can, you know, and we are too. And we're just trying to make good stuff that people want to watch, and try to help people. That's it. Like that's why the reason I started the channel was to just help people. That's it. I wanted to help people get better at a game, or help. I started with Apex. I did some or started with Destiny, I think, and then Apex.
I think
and then
you had like one video on
Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny 1?
No,
bro,
was it Destiny 1? It was Destiny 1.
I think it was Destiny 1.
Yeah.
Destiny 1?
Yeah.
Okay, you and I are like, that is what my channel was
Originally started with.
Yeah, like I did like variety stuff, but Destiny 1 was where my channel like kind of blew up there.
That's awesome.
Good times.
Yeah.
I miss it.
That's awesome. I did not blow up at all. It was a terrible video. It was like my first video on the channel, I think. But anyway, I did that, and then it's, you know, I started helping. I wanted the whole goal was to just provide educational content, whatever it was. So we did Destiny, did Apex, I did you know, headset reviews, things that I felt like I could help people with, and then we ended up doing a video on Need for Speed Heat, and the rest is history, man. Just racing, you know, that's what took off. So I don't know. I feel like sometimes people don't understand that that's the goal, and a lot of people are like, oh, you're just making this video for views, or you're just doing, you know what I mean? And it gets a little old sometimes, and when you're doing it full time, you're constantly seeing it, because that's all I do. I just try to read my comments, try to read my DMs, try to stay up with what people want, and provide good content. And I don't know, it is what it is, man. I'm not like down on it, but I definitely there are days where like I have a bad day, and I'm just like, man, the next day is good, because I'm like, I can't let that happen anymore. I don't want to be upset about it. So it's fine. We just move on, make another thing, you know. But
I mean, to be honest with you, bro, like I was at work today, and so like I said, I uploaded the video on the season, and I had that split second in my head. I was like, bro, why am I doing like I should just quit like doing uploading videos, and call it a day, bro. Just live life working at the company I'm at now, and just relax, play games, not have to deal with social media,
not think about it
again. You know, but then I'm like, you can't let people like that try, you know, get that far into your head about what you enjoy playing and what you enjoy covering, you know. Because I'd be lying if I said that there has been multiple times where I'm like damn, bro, like
especially when you're at work, you know, when you're at an actual job doing work. You see this, you're like, I don't need this.
It's so
it's crazy.
It's just like this obsessive disorder that we all have of like being attracted to negativity, right? It's like I could have like 10 comments, 8 of them are positive, and then I see 2 negative ones, and I go straight to the negative ones and try to, you know, convince these people that they're wrong or whatever. I do it too. And it's just, I don't know, something natural in human beings. But anyways, dude, chat's saying the same thing. They're like, everybody's, you know, we got to stop with the negativity. Humans really falling off as a collective, you know, that needs to change. I agree 100%. I just want to be positive. You guys want to be positive and be in the comments, that's cool. That's awesome to me, you know.
I mean, for me, man, like, it's like there are people who constructively, you know, talk about TDU. They're like, you know, Alex, like, I enjoy it, but here are some issues. Or they're just like, Alex, I don't enjoy it, here are the issues. But, you know, they convey it. But there's some people that are just, you can tell either they let their emotions and anger get a hold, like control them, and they say things that, you know, are borderline offensive or just crossing the line of what even is constructive, you know. Even on because as you guys know, I moderate Reddit as well, And that first week on Reddit, oh my god,
Oh yeah,
bro.
dude, Reddit's just the worst,
That
bro.
It's
was
so
Like, it's just the
crazy, bro.
worst.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
dude.
it's cool down now, but like, well, to be fair, I mean, yeah, it's cool down now. I mean, the thing is, like, it was I had people fake reporting people, so like the queue list was stupid long, and then when after it cooled down, like last couple of days, it's cooled down. Some people were just like it got like it was like racism in
Wow.
over a game, positivity. You had
Insane.
people saying the most absurd things to other people in subreddit. And I made a post. Actually, I made like a mod post. I think a couple days before it was cooled down. I was kind of in the midst of it. I was like, guys, like I have to find a medium to moderate this because I don't care if you're on the positive side or the negative side of TDUSC, but don't start attacking others for either views, and don't start being insulting and offensive over it, because you can convey your points in a fair, constructive way.
Yes.
But as soon as you let your emotions, you start, spewing shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't really help out, man. And
Hmm.
there were people who were mad at me for saying that. They were
That's
like,
insane.
Alex, they're like, oh, you're a moderator. You think you have power? I'm like, what? You guys, like, bro, oh my god, and I'm like, I do this for free. That's the thing, bro. When
Yeah.
people say like, chill, I'm like, bro, I wish I did get paid for this.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's
It
the
make my
money
life a
at?
lot easier. Yeah,
Yeah.
really, bro. That's the thing. You can negativity is easier to deal with when you're paid
Exactly.
for it.
Hmm.
You can get through it easily, but when you do it for free, you're like, okay, bro.
Hmm. Yeah.
Listen, bro, I got work in a couple hours, man. I don't have time for
Yeah,
this.
Hmm.
exactly. Speaking of the
Oh
time though,
man.
like how do you have time to moderate Reddit? Doesn't that feel that to me? I know nothing about it because I spend zero time on Reddit, but
I praise your good thing you don't spend time.
I literally, you know what it is? I'm just too old and I don't get it. I'm like, I don't understand. Isn't this just like what we had back in like the early 2000s with forums? Like, what is this? I don't even care. I don't care about this. And so I just don't have it. But I'm just curious, like the time, like what's the real time investment of being a moderator for Reddit? Like, are you
To be honest with you, I let for the 2D3 Reddit, I just let it flow. What I don't really I'll remove because now we're at the point where there's just like duplicate topics where I'm like okay, like an example, there's a video of a buggy on off-road suspension on the same race doing the same jump, and when it hits, it bounces up in the air.
sure?
I've seen it's been the post like 5 times already. I'm like, okay, guys, so, like let's stop posting that now. Like we get it, or like the I hate this game. I'm gonna refund it. Like the first couple times, okay, and I'll let it. But now I'm like, okay, we get it. You want to refund the game? It's not what you like. Sure, that's it. Because I try to, so I don't really like moderate it a lot. Like I'll go on every now and then just to double check it. But to be honest with you, I just let it flow. If people reports, the ones I do check is good, and it just happens every now and then, not that often enough where I need to be on Reddit like a lot. But some people will just report, and I check the reports. If it's legit, I remove the comment or I ban depending on what the report is for. Like the last couple ones have been legit. I think now that it's cooled down, people doing false reports, so it's a lot easier to keep track. But
Right.
no, I don't really spend too much time moderating it because now I feel like it's cooled down now, and most of
Yeah.
the time people understand. So
Yeah.
and
Do you feel like it gives you a good handle on what the community is feeling about the game though? Or is it
oh, for sure.
more or is it more like just nonsense? Like what do you
So so to be fair, as much as Reddit is very weird with negativity and positivity as well, it in fairness is the best place for me to literally see what people the two extremes, why people are really happy about something, why people are very negative about something. And it boils down to basically from if you look at Reddit, it's just the TD features. And that alone is so it's just easy for me to gauge that. I mean, there's some bugs and all that. But I find the repetitive negativity is just from people wanting more TDU features. That it was it was where the focus of TDUSC is at its launch state rather than what they wanted. And for me, that's where I like, my bias will come in, because I understand what Kiloton have in mind for TDU and houses and features. And even the house features, like I definitely can't say what the idea is, but like I think this is the Dev Diary. I'm sitting with Guillaume and the guy from the con. We're listening about the future and what houses can be, and he told me the idea, and I was so dumbfounded because of how ambitious the idea was. I looked to the con. I'm like, is he for real? And then Guillaume's like, yeah. So what do you think of the idea? I'm like, I love it. So. And that's why he even said in the interview, like, be excited. So houses, I think, as soon as that's in,
yeah,
the entire dynamic of Reddit and just in general, the perception around TDU is fine. I think houses and I think year 2 is where everything comes into play. And that's when people are like, okay, I like this game now.
Yeah.
I think year one's the stepping stone to show, okay, we can prove to you guys we're here to stay, improve the game. And then year 2 is where I think that it just takes the next step.
Nice.
And I think because of like Reddit has helped a lot, because like I said, I was scrolling through Reddit with Guillaume, and Guillaume actually does check Reddit as well.
Does he?
He mentions I'm not sure how often he checks it, but he mentioned some things that I remembered. I actually forgot to tell him from Reddit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, But it's not a happy place, I think, for devs to be right now, and that's where I kind of trying to help out here, because I talk to devs often. I feedback to them, and rather than be discouraged and all that, I think it's easier if I compile what the community wants, whether it's overly negative, overly positive, compile it into a constructive document and send it to them. That way they can see what they really need to focus on in a healthy way, rather than just reading negativity and trying to work on that.
Exactly. Yep. Well, you're doing them a huge service. They need to start paying you as a shill, because that's you're doing a huge service for them. But I wanted to go back to something you just said, which was you talked about TDU features. Is there, because I'm not a TDU guy. I'm experiencing TDU for the first time here with Solar Crown.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, were there any like major TDU pillar features that were missing besides houses? Obviously we know about houses, but besides that, what was missing from this Solar Crown launch?
So just missions, I think. So the TDU2 had a lot of missions per se. So you'd have like a delivery missions where you'd have to deliver a vehicle, or you'd have these different where you have to pick up characters, and either you have to deliver them in a certain time frame, or you had adrenaline missions where you had to go in between cars, do drifts and everything to boost up your adrenaline gauge with this character that was in your car, the passenger. Or you had just small missions like that is missing. Apart from that, to be honest with you, there's TDU Life, but I don't think that would have, if that came to TDUSC, would have had to been revamped anyways. So I'm not really gonna count that. And to be fair with you, how I see houses, if you didn't really play much with TDU2, you would have assumed the Solar Hotel was the houses, and then you would assume real estate is just post launch.
Yes.
So depending on how you look at it, man, it's double-edged sword. And that's where, like, when I said, house is going post launch, Solar Hotel is kind of the temporary stay for now.
Sure.
And people kind of are mixed about it, because I can see what they wanted is just mainly missions and houses, but apart from that, man, there's not really much missing.
Okay.
Really. I think the map actually as well, but the map's truly subjective because it's smaller compared to TDU games. But I think this is the best map we've gone in an open world racing game in a very long time.
I think
the map is really good.
It's insane. The map is is absolutely insane. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's a really good map.
In terms of offering basically everything, it just does a great job. The only thing I think it's a little bit weak on, maybe if you were to be like sort of nitpicky, is the amount of off-roading that's possible on the map, on the island. Like, you can't just really, you can't kind of like free roam off-road. You kind of have to stick to these paths that are predetermined, and there's not like you know, in like Horizon 5 you can just go wherever you want, and off-roading in that game is very, very good. You don't have that, but besides that, there's not a lot to complain about. The elevation changes alone are just incredible with this map. You go from like 2 stories down in a parking garage all the way up to like the top of one of the mountains, and it's just like, man, the elevation change. Like, it's just an incredibly detailed map. So I'm impressed with that, and that's like a foundational feature for a racing game. You know, an open world racing game anyway. I thought that was great. But I was curious about the houses in TDU2. So like, explain to me how real estate worked, because when I hear the word real estate, that makes me think buying and selling, and I don't know how did it work in TDU2? Like, what was it?
Right. So in TD2 it was kind of tied to the progression, because right now we have an unlimited garage space and you can display six of your vehicles.
Yeah.
In TD2 you had limited garage space, so you had to buy more houses to buy more cars.
Gotcha.
It works similarly. You can buy houses, you can sell them. So if you need money back, you would sell your house. And the function of them, the function of the actual houses, are very similar to the Solar Hotel. You had your TV where you can see the weather, get some news about the game, which is what we get in the Solar Hotel.
Yep.
You had your garage, which you could display your cars, you can interact with them and everything. But the difference is that your garage space in TD2 was limited, and well, you can customize your house as well. This is where I say that like, there's so much more to do to houses, because what you will find, and a lot of TD players neglect accepting this very clear issue with TD2 houses, is once you're at your end game and you do all that, what happens is that you go to your house, you just go straight to your garage and leave, because there's no extracurricular activities or more depth to houses than once you finish customizing it the way you want and you have your house. You can invite your friends over, but there was nothing you could do but show them your garage. And when you want to switch cars, you just go straight to your garage and out, and you'll see it. Every video I've seen of TD2 after they're near end game, they just go to the garage and out, especially when they're done customizing. So this is where I discussed with Keelton, like, how we can implement houses in a better way compared to TD2. And like I said, the idea they have is incredible. If they pull it off, my word, I will yap my mouth so hard off. So I just hope they get it, because I'm listening. The thing is, like, I'm sitting here, it's disappointing what happened to the game. I know this isn't what Kyoto wanted. I know they'll improve it, but once they start doing it and they start adding those features that people thought they're not going to add, or they thought it would be some half-ass feature, I'm gonna run my mouth so hard, man. That's so hard. Awesome. So I'm just waiting for that build up.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Do you know if we're gonna be able to sell cars in Solar Crown?
I brought that up. So I launched, it wasn't a thing. I brought that up to Guillaume as well. And they said they're gonna look into it. No idea when it'll happen, but I think especially due to the errors, for many people now have duplicate cars.
I have a couple duplicates.
Okay. Yeah, it would be very fair for you to be able to sell cars. So I brought that up. So I don't know when it'll happen, but I did discuss it with Guillaume. So it's just obviously you have to figure out how to integrate it into the game's economy, in terms of how the game will determine how much you get back, or stuff like that. It wouldn't be an auction house though, because I think how Forza Horizon does it, I think that's too economy breaking, and especially when it comes to exclusive vehicles and such. But similar to TD2, a used car dealer, not a used car dealer, I guess you can just go to a regular dealership and you'd have like another person there that will buy back your vehicle. There's something like that, I think is fair.
Yeah. Also, after this last maintenance they did, when I logged in, they gave me another Apollo. I have two Apollos now.
Oh, I heard about that glitch as well.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? What am I
It's
gonna do with
one
this?
hell of a card to have twice.
Yeah, I was like, all right, cool.
But did they give you two, or did they charge you 500,000?
That also happened. I was missing $500,000, but it is what it is.
no.
It is what it is.
Well, I mean, that's not a terrible price for an Apollo, I
No,
guess.
no, it was
No,
cheaper
no.
than the other cars I bought.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm still very new to the game. I think I'm level 36 or 37. I don't know.
Mhm.
I've got about 30 hours in the game, something like that. 20, high 20, 28, 29, 30, something. Anyway, I'm loving the game, but I just don't have the time to play it. And I was just talking to Steven and Simji about it, and I was like, man, this is a game that I wish I had way more time with, because
Mhm.
I would like to actually grind the game, and I just haven't had the time to do it. So it's kind of a me problem more than anything. But the game's grindy, and I usually love a grindy game. The games I've played in the past, like Ark Survival, or Destiny, or Motorfest is grindy. Yeah. So it's definitely it's checking those boxes for me, but I just don't have the time, so it's really irritating.
Mhm.
Super irritating. But anyways, yeah, man, I'm excited for the future of the game. It's one of those things where, like, it's just not there yet, and I can't wait for them to get there. But even if it's not there yet, like I said in the beginning of this podcast, I am very surprised. I'm very surprised, and I can't wait for like houses and the casino and all that stuff that's like coming with the also. But by the way, they're just like dropping a whole nother map, or at least a
It's a portion of it,
a portion of the map. Like, dude, that's insane to be able to do that in like whatever it is, 3 months or 6 months from now. It's crazy to think about that, because I don't know, the map's already like they could literally milk this map for years, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. But
Mhm.
anyways, I don't know, Steve, you got anything for Alex before we let him go? We've been at it for about an hour, and I didn't want to take too much of his time.
No, you're good.
Oh, yes.
Pike's been asking a few times, so I guess I'll ask Alex for him.
Yeah, go for it.
Pike wants to know, what does the 7 mean on Alex 7? Is it about Final Fantasy 7?
No. So it's a very, I guess, funny. Well, I was I still am a Man United fan. And years, not the recent time Ronaldo was at Man United, but years back when he was very first in United, he had the number 7, and I was like, oh, okay, 7. I played soccer as well, or football for the Europeans over there. But yeah, that's where the 7 came from, and then I just thought, okay, Roman numerals. Because I think when I first started YouTube, my name was iGamer VII, and then it changed to now Alex VII.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Well, there you have it, Pike. Now you know.
Now Pike knows.
Yeah, sorry, I never played Final Fantasy. I hope I don't offend anyone.
No, I haven't.
That's all
I haven't
right.
either.
I don't watch.
Okay.
I've never watched anime ever, so
It's not an anime.
I know it's not an anime. I'm just saying that's one of the things I've never done.
Okay, I was like, dude.
I know that Final Fantasy is not an anime.
See, that would piss off some people.
Yeah, I've never watched. These guys have been trying to convince me to what's the damn thing you want me to watch? Inertial Drift. Is that what it's called? What is it? Inertial D.
Initial D.
Initial D.
Oh, Initial D.
See,
We told him
I don't even know what the hell it's
if
called.
he was going to watch an anime, that'd be one that I think he'd be able to watch.
To be fair, so I've watched like a decent amount of animes. I love them. I never watched Initial D. I don't think I'll like it though. That's the weird thing.
No?
I don't think I'll like Initial D. No. Actually, hold on. There was I keep seeing this. Hold on. I have it on my Instagram because I'm like, I need to watch this anime. It's a movie. Give me a second here. Yeah, it wasn't that. Okay. There's a what's this called? Red Line. Have you heard of
Redline.
that?
I've
I
heard of
have not.
Redline. Yes.
Okay. Apparently the animation, like I keep seeing clips. I don't
Mhm.
know if you guys can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I keep seeing like clips of it. I'm like, okay, I need to.
Yeah.
That'd be the first like car focused anime I'd watch. But other than that, like I think I like fighting anime, like Jujutsu
Mhm.
Kaisen, Demon Slayer, all that. Like I watched that, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd like Initial D. I don't know if I would.
No, it's pretty cool. Like the racing scenes in it are pretty sick.
Yeah. Okay.
There's some weird like filler stuff in there, but I mean, it gets kind of weird.
Every anime
But
has.
yeah,
I don't mind. I
but
don't mind.
the actual like racing and stuff in the show is really sick.
Okay. Is it like a long series? Like, is there a lot to watch?
Mm, I think it's pretty long. It's not too long though. It's not
Okay.
like a One Piece or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's my other thing. I never watched Naruto. I never watched Dragon Ball Z. I never watched One Piece because there's on Bleach. There's just too much to watch.
Mhm.
I can't. Like I like to find out the end game of a show.
Yeah,
Preferably sooner than later. And I can't sit through
there's
hundreds of episodes.
there's
Um,
26 episodes.
okay, it's not bad. Yeah, of Initial D, right?
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, I can probably take a look, like watch a couple episodes and see how it is then. Okay.
Yes.
Before we sign off, I got we started doing something with the last guest that we had, which was John Stanley. We have 5 rapid fire questions for you, and
Okay,
if you
all
don't,
right.
there's one in particular, but if you don't want to answer, you can just say pass. So
Okay.
I'll start with favorite game franchise of all time. I have a feeling I know what the answer to this is, but
Honestly, if it was on Test Drive Limited, it would have been Infamous.
okay.
That I think that would have a special place in my heart. Yeah.
That's interesting. Favorite racing game?
I'm gonna have to go with Test Drive Unlimited 2.
Okay.
Might be replaced by TDUSC at some point
In
though.
time. In time.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sport?
Soccer.
Soccer. Okay. Team? What's the
Yeah.
I mean, this is just not part of the question, but what team? Or what club?
Manchester United.
He
Yeah,
just
Manchester
said,
United.
bro,
He did? I was trying to find the questions.
with his name Alex 7.
I didn't pay attention.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
Exposed for being a really good host.
I tried very hard to kind of give you a cover so no one was like, oh, you just said
No,
it."
no, you call him out, bro. You gotta call him out.
All right. Bidet or no bidet?
Yeah, what's your opinion on the bidet?
Bidet, like the
Yeah.
hat or the toilet thing.
The
toilet
toilet.
thing.
I've never used one.
Okay.
I never.
All right.
So
Do
we
you
well,
have them in America?
you got to get in on those. They're great.
They're amazing.
Hey.
You guys have them in America? Like,
Yeah, actually, chat here bought me a bidet.
Yeah. Because
No
we have a
way.
story with it. That's why. Yeah. So we
okay, I have to hear this.
we were actually, Steve, I'll let you tell most of the story. But we got to a point where chat actually bought him a bidet. So go ahead. Tell how'd we get there? How'd we get there?
Somebody sent an insane donation.
That's right.
An insane donation. They asked something along the lines of what was it exactly? Like, do you wipe or let it crust?
Do you wipe or let it
something
crust?
Insane. Like insane. We were like, what the hell? So then it started sparking, conversations about
Conversation.
toilet paper and debate, like
Wait,
bidets
this is in
and
stream?
stuff.
During
On-
the
on
podcast.
stream,
Yeah.
during one of
Stream
these
podcast.
during one of these off topics that we were doing, and we mentioned we've never used a bidet before. Like they're not really like that common here. Or we've never used it before. So then people in chat were like, "Oh, you have to use one. You have to do." And they started donating, donating for me
Yeah.
to buy one. And then they're like requesting reviews.
They wanted a review of it, and so we did the next. What was it? The next episode after you got it, we did a review.
And we
You did a
full
review.
It was great.
Yeah, full review on a bidet. And now your whole what didn't your who was the first person to try it in your house?
I think it was my nephew.
Wait, how old's your nephew?
He's was 8th grade.
Eighth
I don't-
grade.
Yeah.
So the resident 8th grader
Yeah.
got to try it first. So anyway, it was a
It
very
was
fun
ve-
experience.
It was very funny, dude.
Yeah.
He still hasn't used the full blast special. It's not happening, Simji. All right.
Simji wants him to turn it up to 11.
It's like what you could choose the level of
Pressure.
spray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's got a
dead.
full. Yeah.
Yo, you got a proper one then. I didn't know they had.
No. This
levels
one,
like that.
yeah, bro. This one's not like this one was pretty cheap
It's a cheap one.
on Amazon.
Yeah.
It literally super easy to install. It just goes right into like the water line on the toilet. There's like a little T connector
Yeah.
you just put on it, and
Okay.
yeah. I had no intentions of ever using a bidet before, and then chat forced this on
Yeah,
me,
they definitely made that happen.
and now I
So,
don't talk
1
to
out of 10.
people. 1 out of 10. It's probably like an 8, dude. It's pretty nice.
So where's the missing 2 marks go?
Yeah, like
Just
what's
awkwardness.
Yeah.
It's just an awkward subject.
Super awkward. But in terms of cleaning that area, I feel like it's probably a 10, right?
Yeah, it's gotta
I
be.
can't
dude.
imagine like what were we thinking when we decided on that toilet paper was the best way to do it? It just feels stupid, right? You just dry wiping things, like what? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
It's a propaganda started by the paper industry, right?
Exactly.
Right. Big
Exactly.
paper.
Big paper, dude. They've always been the problem. Big paper. Anyway, the
Oh my
last
God.
question is: do you like pineapple on pizza?
Oh, this is huge.
This is a big one. This one divides the
Alright.
crowd. So,
To advise the crowd, I'm gonna say yes.
oh, that's what I'm
Let's
talking about.
I'm
go.
gonna say yes.
Let's
We're fans.
go.
I like. I've been trying. It's like you choose your toppings on your pizza, right?
Yeah.
I've been trying. Like obviously, bacon and pineapple is the main one. Everyone kind of
Mhm.
that's the main one.
Right.
I've tried bacon, chicken, and pineapple.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
bomb.
good.
Yeah, that's good.
I've tried like Italian, like hot Italian sausage,
Yep.
Mhm.
pineapple, and chicken. Honestly, bro, pineapple goes good. Like,
It's
Yes.
so
you, have
good.
to, you have to be a hater, I'd say.
Simji.
Simji, dude.
Oh, Simji.
Simji.
Goliath,
Simji.
you guys
Simji.
get out of here, man.
Half the chat here.
Half the chat
bunch of
doesn't.
haters, bro.
Yeah, it's divided for sure. I can't believe it though. I mean, it's so good. It's just so good.
Bro.
Just a
Yeah.
tangent off this. What is your favorite food in general? Yeah, like
Favorite
if you had
food?
to, like your go-to, like if you were gonna eat right now, it's I guess it's almost
It's like 1
where you
a.m.,
guys
yeah.
are.
But-
Yeah, like what's your go-to right now at this time?
My go-to for everything is Mexican food. I grew up in Southern
Okay.
California.
Mhm.
I spent most of my time there. Mexican food that's the top for me.
I agree.
So, but specifically, it would be like carne asada. I love that. Just
Mhm.
Kanye,
That's
Already
my
so
got, like, tacos and
amazing.
burritos.
it's so
I'm still
amazing.
in Southern California, and like, oh my god, a nice authentic like spot around my house right here. Oh my goodness, bro!
It's
you
making
can't
me-
get, it doesn't get better.
It's making me upset talking about it because I moved to Texas 2 years ago and we don't have any. It's not here. Can't find good like real. Not real. I won't say real because the Mexican food you can get like real Mexican food out here because of Texas's proximity to Mexico. Like there's people that make good. It's just not California Mexican food, and I grew up on that, and I just want that. So every time I go for a burrito, it's just never. It's never what I want.
It's not what you want.
It's not what I want, dude. Yeah. So that would be my go-to. What about you?
Okay, for me, it'd probably like right now shawarma, like a nice shawarma.
Okay.
Oh my god, bro! That's been my go-to. I'm eating a bit too much this moment. Like I'll eat other foods as well, but right now I think I'm on a shawarma addiction wave. I need to stop.
There's no good places like that around where I live.
Nope.
Get food
See,
like
that's what I'm saying. I think it depends heavily on where we like you live. To be honest, like
Yep.
best food spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have a really good Indian food spot close by though.
Oh,
I
okay.
like Indian food.
Yeah, I could do Indian food. Oh, we have an Indian buffet place called Tandoori Flame. It's actually pretty close to me. That place, is
Yeah.
amazing, bro. Because naan bread, in my opinion, is peak.
It's so good.
So, unlimited naan bread at a buffet. Listen, I'm there, bro. I'm there.
I'm not a huge fan of bread. I don't even know what that bread is. 'Cause I've never really eaten a lot of Indian
like
food.
naan bread.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't even know what it is.
It's like a flatbread that they cook like inside of like a drum, like a pot, kind of. I don't know how to
Okay.
explain it. It like sticks to the side of it, and they cook it inside.
So wait,
But it's basically like a big round like flatbread, kind of.
okay, all right. That's. I mean, I'm sure it's fire.
It's great.
Yeah. You you've been liking Indian food, Steven. Did that start after the bidet? Like you finally got to enjoy Indian food? you got some security at home knowing it's gonna be okay.
And I was like, all right, this is fine.
Well, listen, if I get a bidet, I will. I guess on the next time I'm on here,
You're gonna have to give us a
Nice,
review.
yes.
You're gonna have to give
Nice,
us a
bro.
review. How much
You
was
can
it?
get
It was
it-
like $20, $25?
On Amazon, yeah, it was like around like
$20
little under
That's it.
little under $30, I think, like
Yeah.
28 or something like that on Amazon.
Yep. And
I
he
actually
rated
think
it
I
8
have-
out of 10.
I think I have the box right over here still by my closet.
You're not the only one that keeps every box that you buy for everything. This is what I do too. It annoys the shit out of my wife. She just
I
can't
do
stand
still
it.
have it, bro. Look at that.
There it is.
Oh my god!
There it is, bro.
Hold on, I gotta enlarge it.
The Lux is luxury, dude.
I gotta make sure my address isn't on this. It's not. But yeah.
Dude, that's
Oh,
insane.
But hey, guys, look
Simji
at that.
Simji in chat has a question for you. How often do you frim?
How often do you,
Are you frimming all the time?
Am I firming?
Yeah.
bro? We trim so hard.
Does he mean this in TDUSC or
Yes,
does he mean this
yeah,
in
yeah.
another sense?
In SC. Yeah.
Both? Okay. TDUSC. Actually, I've been trying to do my like 100K, and every damn time I like get to like level 8,
Yep.
I accidentally press X because on my wheel to handbrake
Oh.
is next to, bro, it keeps pissing me off. So I found a little bug per se to kind of cheese for him.
Yeah.
I haven't made a video on it yet. I'll probably do it tomorrow if I have
Nice.
time. But yeah, I've found like a little cheese you can do with your vehicle tune to make him think you're going faster than you think, so it just racks up your points.
Oh man, I
I
can't
don't think
wait.
they'll patch it because it's like it's by game design. If they patch it,
Sure.
Kiloton don't patch it, bro. But
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be keeping an eye out for
I'm gonna
that
keep an eye out
video.
for that video because I need some help with the frimming. I'm not very good at it.
Oh man, don't get me wrong. I tried some other methods, but like especially if you play controller, going the opposite direction, weaving between traffic, is not easy on controller. Like
No,
on
it's
wheel,
not.
it's
So
so
hard.
easier. But
Mhm.
controller, nah, bro. I know it's not easy. So
Yeah.
That's always my
No.
problem. I get to 8 and then I make some silly mistake and it's just like you barely tap a wall or you barely clip a car going through traffic and it's like, oh my god, I don't want to do this
Yeah.
anymore.
yeah, that's how it happens, man.
Well, I can't wait for that video. That's great. Anyways, everybody in chat needs to go subscribe to Alex7 right now. There's a link in the
Yeah.
chat. There'll be a link in the
Link.
description. Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on. We'll have to have you again. Maybe after we get a nice update from them. I'd like to have you back if you don't mind, and we can just
No,
Again, hang out and
always
talk and-
appreciate it.
yeah, it's been great, sir. I appreciate it, and I know Chad appreciates it too, because this is, I don't know, man. Everybody kind of sees us doing the content thing, and then this is just us hanging out and being stupid and talking
Yeah,
about
dude,
bidets and burritos.
These Wednesday streams are just literally nonsense.
Yeah, just
It's
nonsense.
kind of just our day to just chill for a little bit.
Yep. So anyway, thanks, Alex. I appreciate it, man. I
Oh,
really
no
do.
worries. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. As always,
Absolutely.
guys.
Chat. We'll catch you later. Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Bye.